All right, we've been hiking a little while and we found some shade up and under here, but just wanted to talk briefly for a second about some of our R&D process. So we are a few samples into this backpack at this point, and really the process that we like to take things through is a lot of field work. We're very blessed in kind of the area that we live to be able to get quickly out weekends, weekdays, and just test our gear. Getting it on as many people as we can, getting as much feedback as we can is a huge part of our R&D process. And that doesn't just mean day hikes. Yes, we'll do day hikes, different things, but on this particular trip, we're going a lot farther. We're climbing a lot more distance. We're going through heat and just some different terrains. And so through this process, we've already been discussing a few key points that we are probably going to add to the pack. And I'm sure we're going to come out with more. Every time we do this, we just come out with more and more ideas, and that's the whole purpose behind it. But we're gonna keep trucking along. We've been enjoying the shade. It is definitely heating up out there in the sunlight behind us.
We start out with our first prototype, and that's actually one that I make myself with the design, and then that really just gets us in the ballpark. So from there we get a lot of individuals testing them, going for hikes, trips, as much personal feedback in field as possible, what people like, what they don't like, and then we go iteration after iteration each time going through. And this prototype that we're on right now, like I personally have used this every day since we've had it. I'm to the point where I have a list of 27 things that we need to change or improve, basically 27 points, and that's with a pack that we feel is very close to being production ready. After this trip, we'll probably have easily into 30 points of adjustment, things that we're going to tweak and improve. So definitely some thought and time gets put into every little detail that really I can think of. Definitely a lot of attention that goes into it, and that's why we're out here today with 3 other people besides me getting extensive use out of it. And hopefully, you know, we'll keep doing that until we know it's exactly right.
All right, so we're at the camp now, and just to recap on some of the R&D stuff that we've been doing, I honestly don't have a lot of feedback for this. I've been very happy. It's ridden extremely nice on my back. This is the pads worked really well for me, and just comfort-wise, I'm very happy. The thing that we've all been raving about so far is these bigger pockets down here. They're big enough that I've lost some stuff in there today. I thought I lost it, and I had to totally get it out to find my sunscreen in there. But we've been really liking these. Other than that, my biggest feedback is I want to go back to the office. I want to fine tune things like this pull cord. I want to make it a little bit smoother running. I want to go through some of the areas that I can tell are just getting a lot of strain. Even though I have no breakage whatsoever, I want to double stitch things and bar tack things just to make sure that it's more than adequate to take a beating out here. It's been really cool to see how this fabric's been working on the sandstone. Sandstone can be really rough on this stuff, and so far I'm really happy with the fabrics. Overall, I might have some more feedback tomorrow, but I've been really happy with this pack. I think it's super close. We're just dialing some small details, and I'm stoked about it.
My favorite part of the Outdoor Vitals backpack has got to be a toss-up between these these hip pockets. They have lots of space for important items, and then I like the zipper that goes down it.
I don't have too much feedback. I really liked these hip pockets because they're so big. This is like a small size backpack. I have a smaller, shorter torso, and so when I would look up, the back of my head would hit the top of this frame. Other than that, I've really liked this pack. It has plenty of pockets for me. This zipper down the middle makes it easy to get things in and out.
Some of the, I guess, takeaways from today's trip with the pack. a lot of, I guess, reinforcement, meaning a lot of things that kind of confirmed this will work. A lot of positive reinforcement, meaning a lot of this is going to be good to go. Some of the things that I thought was kind of a positive reinforcement, like the pocket size, I felt was good. I was able to reach back and withdraw and put away my water bottles while wearing the pack. Felt like the hip belt was sized right for me. One thing I do know I'll change on the next iteration is, right now when the hip belt pocket is closed, it's in the rearward position. I want to reverse that, so opening it up and taking things out while moving on the trail is a little bit easier. One thing I did notice is the pad here, towards the end of the hike, it had kind of started riding up a little bit and then folding a little bit, so it kind of made a little bit of a fold. Could feel the little bit of pressure on my mid to upper back, so that's kind of something I'll have to pay attention to. We're also toying around with different pad thicknesses, and I think the thicker pad would be stiffer and not do that. Thought the pockets here were appropriately sized. Everything was pretty satisfactory there for the most part. Very pleased with it. I felt like it was really good to confirm the comfort. I may toy around with making the shoulder pads or shoulder straps a little bit more narrow, and the foam might not need to be quite so thick. We can kind of get some more comfort and lose a little bit of weight that way. So yeah, like I said, I've got a big old list of things already to change, but we're making really good progress, so I'm pleased with that.